Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. I've decided today to choose violence when I woke up. I wanted to play some more of the new cards in some of the newer decks, or more realistically, old existing decks with some of the new cards in them. But it's impossible because Big Spell Mage is so strong right now that it's kind of morphing the meta to be a lot of mage matchups. I decided to put together the counter deck for everything. I'm not even risking it anymore. Just get me out of this. On the off chance they draw the one card.
Yay!
Alright. YouTube, you might never see this. I'm going to make some changes. Give me a moment. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. There's some more Hearthstone. Spoilers for YouTube side of things. I've actually had a go at playing a deck like this already, and it sort of fell apart, so I've reimagined the deck, restarted my intro, and here I am now. Just to let you know some context, I got really, salinated early. I was testing some decks out with new cards in it, trying to, abuse the new... I say abuse the new cards, but, use the new cards, honestly, rather than abuse them. I got fed up with going up against Big Spell Mage, and going up against Paladin, and going up against Druids. And I tried to make a deck that was the counter to all of these decks. The first thing I wanted to do was put some plagues into the deck. It's a really good answer to the Big Spell Mage. If you really are only fighting Big Spell Mage, I would just run a Plague Death Knight deck. The problem with this deck is you do sort of lose to some of the aggro decks out there, so I decided not to go with just Plague Death Knight. I also don't really like the deck, to be honest with you. My original iteration of this deck, I tried to run it as a Highlander Rainbow deck, and it just was too inconsistent. So instead I've gone with a control-orientated deck with double blood, single unholy. The main reasons for doing this type of thing is it lets me put plagues in for starters, because the plagues have single unholy, or at least some of them do. So we have 2 down with the ships in the deck, and I have 1 Helya. So hopefully if we go up against Big Spell Mage, I can draw one of these 3 cards. That may be more challenging than, you'd think. Against some of the other decks where they can swarm more stuff out, including Big Spell Mage for that matter, we might need stuff like Soulstealer, we might need stuff like Threads to clear the board. Army's also pretty nice for, helping for a clear, so I decided not to run as triple blood. I decided to use some of the unholies. A lot of the unholy cards are very good as well, and that lets me put the Headless Horseman in the deck as well for, unlimited value, so we're basically just a control deck. Let's go. I will also, I will reveal what was going on behind the curtains. I went 1-3 with the Highlander deck, but I lost twice to Big Spell Mage, and one of the times I shuffled Plagues into my opponent's deck. So I decided to make the Plague drawing a little bit more consistent, and I say a little more consistent. It's actually identical, because I had 3 ways of doing it before, I have 3 ways of doing it now. But hopefully we can deal with early aggression a little bit better. Okay, we obviously don't need to hard mulligan for plagues because it's a warlock. It's probably pain, which is going to be a real pain. There's a few cards in this deck as well that I'm going to look at and maybe we'll change. One of them is this Geist. I might actually put in 4 mana, deals 6 damage. Lifesteal. That is a potential thought. I'm sort of hoping I can just discover some answers along the way, including from Geist, because one of the downsides of doing this variant of the deck is that I can't put in Reska. Alright, we need something that lets me survive early. I guess Maw and Paw is the best thing here. Pretty bad selection again. Oh. Good opening for my opponent. No Munchers, pretty nice. That might let me get back into the game a little bit. Especially if it stays as a 5-5 right now and you don't play anything else. Actually, pretty good outcome. I'll take it.
To battle.
Pop Guard gets to live here, but we'll deal with it on a future turn. Could go wrong. Okay, of course, hit the 1 in 3. Should have traded first to make sure. I guess they were going to do it afterwards. Actually, you know what? Maybe they made the right play. Oh my god. Do I have 9 fast damage? Or actually 6. Opponent, you're so goddamn lucky. Is this a good enough photograph?
Death calls.
Everybody, hold for the carry!
To battle.
I'll deny him lifesteal. They probably have other stabilization tools right now. They definitely have other stabilization tools because they're down to 5. There you go. Okay, we need to live for a few turns. That is the card I needed to the top deck. Basically, the whole reason for me going to not Highlander was so I could draw threads and stuff more consistently. There's currently 3, 4... There's 6 minions on board, so if I push the button and threads, it should clear.
My rule is eternal.
Solves any problem.
Like, that card is so, like, honestly crucial for Death Knight, I think. Alright, no discard, that's pretty unfortunate for me.
The entertainment has arrived.
Oh my god. Paid. 7, 10. 7, 10. Maw and Paw doesn't help me. Well, it does, but 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. They might have 4 damage. Go with Hematurge first. Threads would be insane. Okay. In lieu of that, that's a pretty good outcome. Ah! I should have drawn first. It's fine. We've set up a good threads for next turn. I'm only taking 6. And look, I've got my opponent down to 4 health. I've played this game so well. Oh, never mind, back to 15. Soulstealer or Threads? If I play Threads, I can leave a minion up on the board, so it's probably the correct play. There's 7 minions on the board, there'll be 8. Yeah.
And now yours!
Great harvest, eh, Paw?
Yes, Mom.
Let's show these fine folks some Badlands hospitality.
Time for a Zilliax, I believe. Okay. There we go. Back to 22. Excellent. You can only jail one of them. My opponent is very cunningly playing around the plagues by putting more and more shit cards into their deck.
You win this time.
Right, that feels good. It implies our deck is absolutely not giga terrible. It might be bad, but not terrible.
King!
Okay, versus Druid. We probably want the plagues for lethal, as they will outramp me, whatever I do. I'll keep a Baron. Alright, welcome back, Hematurge. I can't remember if Geist did... Oh no, Geist did actually do some good stuff for me now that I think about it. It gave me the ability to kill the 5/5. Because again, I've got my eyes on you, Geist. Because without buffing the card, it does feel like a bit of a weak card to put in the deck. That's pretty spookerific. Gonna throw that out there. That's a spookerific card for a Druid to generate. Oh well. Right, thank you, Salesman. Allows me to fill out the curve very nicely there. I think we'll just drop a Maw and Paw on 4. Druid probably can't deal with it easily. Oh my god, do you want to gain 4? 4 attack, that is. Pretty scary.
Great harvest,
Alright, Druid, you can't deal 8 damage this turn. I refuse to believe you can do 8 damage. There you go.
My blood for the Lich King!
It's pretty annoying. If I could deal with the 5/4, I might be able to get another buff off. But I can't. You know what? I think the correct play is Harmonic Metal. It makes my guy so much better.
Get him, Paw!
Yes, Mom.
Just use more.
And I'm the Zoo deck now, Druid. Why are you... Firestone, why are you tracking Zarimi? You okay, buddy? Ah! 6 mana, gain 3 mana crystals. Cool. I love that my druid opponent is on 9. Trembling Zombie Tank is not particularly good here, nor is Skeletal Sidekick for that matter. Nor is Mishmash Mosher. So, cool. I guess I'll take a Skeletal Sidekick. Actually, we should have just taken Zombie Tank. We'll take a Corpse this time.
Reach for the skies.
I basically wasted 3 mana discount, whatever it was, but in my brain I was just like, I can trade the 1/1 in at least and keep a minion on the board. Alright, that's annoying. I'd love to deal with that without giving them a shit ton of health. Unfortunately, I can't. So they're gonna gain 8. Also, I didn't need to trade the 1/1 then. I'm being really sloppy on my trades. For some reason, I thought I was going to have a board space issue, but I wasn't even close. Right, this is where we get Reno'd now. My opponent has drawn 9 cards. You'd expect them to have, you know, Reno and Fi and all the other fun cards in there.
Relaxation for all.
Ah, Marin. They're just going to do some real disgusting shit instead. Huh. Okay, cool. Just druid things, I suppose. Is this fizzleable? Yeah, this is about as good as it gets for Fizzle. It does make the rest of my play pretty bad, though. But I'll accept it.
Citadel stands strong.
Everybody, pose for the camera!
That damage is irrelevant. Whichever one I trade into, though, I'll just trade the other one into the 4/4. That's a good dragon to randomly discover. Wow, that's in your deck.
Fill the skies with a cascade
Okay.
of sparkles.
Okay. Pretty good Soulstealer here. I think I will take it. Anything immediately apparent otherwise? Nope. Alright, we're Soulsteal. Still threats in the deck. And Yogg. So we have some answers. Wow, okay. My opponent is playing cards.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
That is definitely the minion we're going to eat, I think. Yes, we will be eating that. That's a lot of health. Alright, some big cards. I could steal it. I think eating is better than stealing right now.
Decide your fate.
Because Druid is normally not good at dealing with shit like that.
Remnants of life.
I'm going to take another Soulstealer because I'm actually a little bit spooked by my opponent's stuff now.
Job done.
Since they just take big cards, let's have an answer for big cards. Right, they got a Mountain Giant, very cool. Oh, and they've generated a Caligos as well for one. Cool. Big discount from Caligos there. Ah, oh my god! They're playing Button Druid now. What is this nonsense? Okay. Oh, Helya is probably the play now. Yeah, the board doesn't actually bother me that much. And I don't know... Like, the Caligos is irrelevant when you really think about it. They have, like, 16 mana anyway, so who cares?
You have earned an eternity of torment.
To battle!
Probably order, by the way. Because they're generating an Unholy Rune. Oh, another Helya. Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Okay, so they have 6 Plagues in the deck, I think. Maybe more. I can't remember if it casted the other one. Or even just cast. That would have worked.
These gifts upon the world.
Draw spells. Draw spells. You know, you want to push the button that says draw spells. Ah! Okay, I forgot it was draw till your hand's full. Not just spells. They picked it, though. I personally don't think I would have picked that. Whatever. My opponent knows best. ENR is probably a pretty good steal target. They have an elemental in the deck, we saw it. The Rush guy. What? What am I playing against right now? What is this monstrosity? Okay, the Soulstealer is actually pretty good here. We'll just use a Titan. See if he generates a Frost spell that will AoE clear this, and if he doesn't, which is probably the most likely outcome, we just send him to the Shadow Realm.
Frost, mark of the bitter.
Any trades that make any sense here? Or do we just send everything? Their board is so much better than mine right now. This has to be the right play.
Your souls belong to
You know what? We should leave that as well. I still have threads in the deck. 2 of them, in fact. I'm getting hard trolled right now by 1-drops. I'm sorry, no. Oh my god! Well, that's probably what I'm stealing. I'm getting hard trolled by the 1-cost generated cards. That's funny. But this is better. Yoink. Right, don't kill yourself. Yogg, are you stupid? I just have to ask. Are you stupid?
Another soul!
That feels good.
I love my opponent has 25 cards in the deck.
Looking for
Oh my god.
Careful, it's against me.
It's losable. On the plus side, it does mean that it didn't matter that the minion got transformed. Not particularly good again, is what I'll say about that.
Cower as the ground swallow you.
Hey, I've made a misplay. I may have needed that. Deal 34 damage. Huh. I'm pretty certain my Titan was on the left side of my hand. Well, we're about to have a funny here. The Titan was not on the left side of my hand. It might have been one more across. Oh well. Don't know why I didn't turn the 8-8 in there. Didn't matter. I'm not clearing it.
Toys mine!
Job done.
You are prepared for the wars to come.
Man, we weren't killing them from there. Man. It must have been the fourth one across. I didn't think it was the very left card, but I thought it was the second from the left. My bad. My opponent got disgustingly lucky though, but it was my fault. I should have just played Zilliax and not risked it. I also should have remembered that they still had Therazane in the hand. I just completely forgot they hadn't played it again. And I needed one more answer for it.
Will serve me.
Not very good. Do I care about mining casualties? It's warrior, they're probably a slow deck. I might be able to plink them down a little bit. We're probably looking for disgusting value here. And the plagues. Realistically, it's the plagues that wins me this game, right? Okay. I guess the other advantage of having these on the board is it somewhat protects Maw and Paw from bellowing. Though I've not seen many people running bellowing. And also, now that I say that, it doesn't quite save them from bellowing with 2/1 healths. In fact, everything would die. It makes bellowing an even better clear, is actually what happens. Coin more. I don't think that's the right play.
Stand strong.
Alright, bellowing doesn't clear anymore. So there's a decent chance Maw and Paw lives. Come on, Maw. Hold on. Yes. Okay, they're gonna execute it. Honestly, it's still a pretty good outcome for me. They waste execute on a 2-3 or whatever it was. Sure. Be my guest. Okay, didn't expect that to be the thing coming out of the chemical spell. Nor did I expect chemical spell, to be honest with you.
It is me!
Good mini. My favorite mini. Alright, how do we want to deal with this? I could fill the hand with absolute shit, but I think it's the wrong play. If it was a little bit more full, I probably would have done some trading. I think we just hit it with a fistful. Normally I'd save mining as well for the threads, but it's a control deck, I think. They're never going to have a big board. Threads is probably going to be a dead card in this matchup, or fairly dead. They are cooking some weird things, though, so maybe it's not that dead.
My rage is not bound.
Okay, good mini.
Size.
Also, pretty good mini. Kind of wasted that, to be completely honest. Maybe it's not Odin, but if it's Odin, that mini's actually insane. Alright. I see we are memeing. We should play Marin.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Just use more.
We'll have a 1 reborn to protect Marin from Blade Storm. I just need a board clear. So I need Soulstealer. It turns out I actually do need the bunch of minions. I can do Army of the Dead instead with the threads. Alright. Cool. Wow. 5 mana weapon trades into 1/1. It's not even a 1/1 really, it's a, you know, for its mana cost, that's not a good deal. I don't want to transform my hand right now, that seems like a pretty bad idea. I have to play stuff though, otherwise the Wondrous Wand will fizzle a little bit. We'll play Army.
Rise and serve your king.
That's incredible.
Wondrous.
Okay, I drew none of the cards I need for AoE. Very cool. Didn't draw Helya. Didn't even draw Headless. Didn't draw Yogg. I did get a golden monkey, though. Alright, let's see the big sandwich. What are we gonna get? Ah, Yogg. Yogg and hold.
Madness will consume you!
Good idea, Yogg. Always having the best ideas, that Yogg. I kind of need to burn some cards here. I do want to Fizzle. I really want to play this first, though, before I do the Fizzling.
The citadel stands strong!
You wait for one threat and then two come along at once. I should have pushed one damage as well. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. Ah, black rock and roll. Cool. Don't be Helya. I'm fine with that. Why is my hand so shit? Just have to burn some cards. Don't mind me. My deck is so good right now, though. The cards in the deck are pretty fantastic. Which arguably means I should Golden Monkey, if I think that is truly the case, because it kind of implies my hand's not that good.
There's always room for dessert!
Do I? Oh, I don't have Yogg, but I was going to say, should I steal that? We will not get the opportunity to. Like, I just don't know. My hand is cursed. I might eat this. Yeah.
Decide your fate. Remnants of life.
Try and play around Blade Storm. Alright, what do we got? What's in the sandwich? I've actually never seen this animation go off, by the way. Two minions. For all of this, they got a 16-22 and a 14-13. Which I am now going to make disappear.
Your souls belong to the land.
Very good, opponent. I hope you enjoyed making that sandwich. Wait, is this a Bungar deck? I think it's Bungar Warrior. Okay, my deck is so good that Tollins actually has to be a good result, I think. I probably don't want to threads the 4-12.
Another soul.
Do I really want to Zarog into a blooming Alec?
Death calls. I have but little time.
My dreadblades crave blood.
And serve your king.
I don't want to talk about that. Every other draw, with the exception of Snake Oil, was better. Well, Sanitize hits their own Alex. This is fine. This is unironically time to Golden Kobold. Please don't draw Helya. Actually, you know what? Draw Helya. That's fine. Hematurge, go fuck yourself. I've actually just had enough with all this shit. Goodbye. That's pretty funny.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master. Their legacy will
I'm playing this to play on Blade Storm again. I doubt Dorian lives here. The other sad thing is I haven't played a mech this game, I think. Because I sacked my own Zilliax.
Time to unleash the monster.
Yogg, please? Yogg waiting room? Can you still get a Yogg? I guess we double Helya. But everything else is garbage. Actually, no, we single Helya and then we send Centaurus. Three.
Who dares to fight this ancient land?
Action. Act. Perfection.
Yogg, where are you, buddy? Alright, that's good timing. Should I use the 9-drop? Or the 1-drop? I think I used the 1-drop because I would Helya afterwards. Don't play your own board now, Yogg. That's all I asked for. You're stupid, Yogg, but it's fine. I'll live with this outcome.
No reprise! You have earned an eternity of torment.
You know what? I can do the combo wombo. Yes, I'm Algalon now. I'm gonna make sure you draw all the plagues. We'll put Ungoro Brochure on the bottom of your deck if you don't mind.
But little time.
I think this is a Bungar deck. I think this is actually kind of interesting. I like what he's done. Well, that's not great for my opponent. Wait, I steal... It looks like I should steal the 6/9. I steal the 4/12. Because that's more value with this. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Actual genius coming through. Don't kill my own board, please.
Out of cards.
Right, good idea, Yogg, but...
What?
Wait, is this 6 to all? 3 to all, sorry? All enemies. Okay.
What fun!
I should bounce all this shit back. That's actually the correct play.
I have but little time.
That can stay there. So they've got a Monstrosity token in the deck. They have a beast. I can't believe... Actually, I can believe. Because haven't I only put 6 plagues in the deck? So it's a 50-50 on drawing a plague right now.
I'm my best assistant.
Okay, I believe we are no longer going to be Algalon. Because it's a very efficient way to clear it. I could Yogg, but while I have the way of clearing it, I think I should.
Stand and fight in darkest night.
I can become Algalon again. Good idea. 3, 6, 9. I'll leave it like this. Is that what I steal after all of this? Or can we do better? We might be able to do better, but I'm actually not sure I can. You know what? Not the worst result. That's a stupid idea, Yogg. Alright, we should become Algalon. Yogg, you are stupid. Has anyone ever told you that, Yogg? You're actively trying to throw the game. It's fine. Algalon is a great hero power. I'm sure everyone's going to be using it nowadays. Okay, at this point, 6 of the cards in your deck are plagues. 5 are not plagues. We also have Fizzle. The real game plan here is to keep control of the board, but at the same time play all the shit that is really low value to get back to my Fizzle, and also at some point play Bot Face so that I can bring Bot Face back with Boom. Rafam is basically now 7 mana 8/8 Taunt. And Cagehead is interesting, but probably not that interesting. It's just a lot of chunky stuff that I need to play through. My opponent might actually just not have an answer to the 17/22 though, astonishingly. Like, what is in your hand to not have an answer to this? I don't understand. Okay, cool. Oh my god, I'm only 2-1 right now. Actually, hang on a minute. Scratch this for a second. I think I'm going to make one other change. I know we're 2-1, but I think there is an outlier card now. In fact, I think there might be 2 outlier cards. Crop rotation isn't good enough. In fact, there are probably better options to do if I wanted to generate corpses that way. For funsies, instead, we'll put Zephrys back into the deck. And then, I'm also not sure that Geist is a good idea. I think I'd prefer Gorgonzormu, who I'm going to put back in again. And the first thing that I see that just instantly appeals to me. Weapon Destruction is somewhat appealing. Zola is too greedy. ETC is too much thought. I could throw in a Grifter. Pozic. Do we see better than Pozic? Going once? Going twice? Okay, I think we'll take a Death Strike. For some healing.
King versus
Alright, I build a deck to target mage and I just don't see another mage. Shaman is likely to be Evolved Shaman. I'll keep Zephrys. Okay, that's what I wanted. Just some sort of curve to fight the swarms of things that come out of it. We'll take a control card from Zephrys and hopefully that can deal with the waves of nostalgia. Wow, that's a real waste of the coin. Didn't even save you any damage. You know what I would put in this deck if I could? I'd put Robocaller in this deck, I think. Draw is a bit of an issue as well. Okay, we know what it is now. It's Battlecry Shaman.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Which then leads me to the question, do I actually still want AoE? I'm a control deck. Surely that's what I always want. Alright, maybe not 2 Flame Strikes, but... By the way, I'm on the second day now since the mini-set's been revealed, and I played Zephrys in a few decks. I'm beginning to, like, side towards my original estimation of Zephrys, and I think it's a 1-star card generally, but it probably goes into Big Spell Mage, which actually might be a tier 2 deck, so it could actually end up being a 4-star card, but I think it's pretty underwhelming. I think it only goes in the deck because of the necessity that Mage has to run, like, no cheap spells in it. Otherwise, like, this card wouldn't make the cut. Okay, it's a bit of a waste. That's a real waste. Actually, no, it does go between turns. Okay. I take it back. Maybe that was fine. Ooh, cheese!
problem.
Alright, it's not a Highlander deck as well, so this is something that has been pre-made. I'm gonna guess it's Incendious. Oh no, it can't be. Because you've got a Battlecry in the deck, and it would be stupid to put that in the Incendious deck. There is something else. Is this worth threadsing? Not really. Pretty annoying board state. I think I just pushed the button and passed, basically. No, I don't. I know how I do this. 3, 6, 9. Can't play that. I'll overdraw. So, that is my turn.
You're merely a pawn.
Oh my god.
For the puppet master.
I never considered putting Dorian in with Fairy Tale Thingy. Holy shit, he hit Shudder Block. We're in trouble. My opponent got unbelievably lucky, I think. Three, 6, 8. So I could do with playing another card on top of this.
The citadel stands strong.
I'll save my cheese for later.
Job done.
I think I'm about to get Incendious, is my gut feeling right now. That's the Flame Strike. Sure, if they're running Tumulus, or he's called, they have to be running more battle cries than they normally would do, which means the deck is fairly dilute. So, of like the Incendious, because Incendious is really the only scary thing I think as Incendious. So we're on a timer. This, by the way, if you ever see that I put ETC Tony, this is one of the other iterations where it's good to Tony. I probably should actually put ETC Tony in this deck, because it gives me a way to beat this shenanigans. Okay. Put a photograph? Does that matter? Look at this graph.
Icy resolve!
What was that?
Everybody, pose for the camera!
I have but little time.
You do well in my arena.
You better have the flip now. Battle Cry, flip the deck.
Oh, Francescain!
Okay.
Everything is a melting point. Everything is a
Well,
melting
at least because of ordering, they fucked up getting another Incendious.
Your souls belong to the living.
do well in my arena.
You know what? Let's go. I just need to hope that they don't draw an answer to this, or have an answer for this.
My eyes are flame, my cursed day.
Is someone there?
Wow.
No, no.
That deck is so shit that they put together. It's so unbelievably greedy. It's like my hard counter, though, to be fair. Alright, we lose. Like, it's such a greedy outcome. Like, they lose to every single aggro deck. Without fail. Because they've basically done nothing for, like, the last 6 turns. It just happens to queue into me as, like, a hard control deck. And then if Dorian... I mean, they drew Dorian into Shudder Block, which was, with multiple Battle Cries in deck, not a consistent combo. Then they drew Incendius on top of it and drew Sasquatch. Like, that's a crazy roll before turn 10. Oh, and they also drew Ghastly. Pity I didn't get Helya off. I don't think it would have made any difference, but... actually, no, it definitely would have made no difference because the shuffling of the plagues happens after the damage. Alright. Enjoy your 1 miracle win, Charmin. And before you say to me, Andalono, you were doing that to other people when you played Highlander Shaman. Yes, I did, but I had to draw the cards. I didn't have the Gatekeeper to shuffle the deck. I didn't have the Battlecry Shooter card in a deck with multiple Battlecries in it.
All will serve me in death.
It was a disgusting high roll. We probably should keep Gorgonzormu. I actually might want to keep Fistful as well, but I'm going to sacrifice it. Demon Hunter probably means it's Pirates, which probably means I need Threads. Army's probably too slow. I needed, like, Handler, and I need Casualties to win this game. Or my opponent to have a bad draw. Or my opponent to not be playing that deck. Okay, they're playing that deck. Wow. Don't know how I feel about this play.
I will do my best.
Chelsea Polgar, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Team Button doesn't help me that much.
You won't find finer magically aged seeds.
If they trade Gorgonzormu into this, Fistful kills the 3-2. I think that is the play here. And either way, if they find some other trade that leads on 3, I can button Fistful instead. And I'm probably going to just play Cheese as soon as I can. Just to fight the tempo my opponent will have. Fortunately for me, they've basically done nothing since giving this thing +2/+2 and rush, other than hit me with it. Alright. We can punish. Trade.
cheesy. Take him cheesy.
Job's done.
Wow. 2 mana 4/4. Very nice. If this board gets cleared, I have an army. That's why I wanted to clear, by the way, because I thought that my opponent would have like Hosens and stuff like that. They were trying to set something up. Alright, the Death Strike that I just added to my deck. Good time for you to show up, by the way, buddy. Or we can just generate one from a Hematurge, right? Go Hematurge.
Sail. Feels out in the sea.
Just need to live through one more turn.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
We're going to make bad trades because my health is lower, and I win if I get into the late game. Taunt, good. I think Taunt, good. We've also got the Quartzite Crusher that I'm going to play next turn. Crusher's also very good in this matchup. It stops them using the locations. In fact, they are about to break the location. Live!
Relax your mind.
Alright, this is a Threads and a Crusher, if I ever saw one.
Is mine. Sail.
Put maximum damage out to my opponent. There we go. Right. I don't think we've done it yet.
You asked for it.
Give me a plague. It's the only thing that matters is draw a plague. I'm going to hard mulligan for it. There are 3 cards in my deck. I get 8 shots at looking at it out of 30 cards. The odds are somewhat in my favor. Right, we've screwed them. It doesn't instantaneously cause me to win the game, but it does really fuck with them a little bit. It's Elemental Shot a mage, it's not Big Spell Mage. I hate you. Alright, in this matchup, I don't know. We should be favored, I think, but. Or it is Big Spell Mage and they're running a Glacial Shard, to be fair. No, it's Elemental Mage. Alright, am I particularly perturbed by the 3-2? I guess I am. hate making that trade, but they are the aggro deck, I'm the control deck. Bad trades aren't that bad for me, as long as I get into the late game. Putting a copy of Enemy Minions Cost More as well into this deck might not be a bad shout, just to interrupt the chain of elementals, but I've not seen this deck for a while. So I didn't really think I needed to target it.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Modest, please. Okay. Alright, time to put a plague in the deck, I think. I'll let you push one more damage if you want. I'm not so determined to push the button here. Zilliax, I think, is the card that I really need to draw as soon as I can. I will almost certainly need to get a big heal bump at some point. I could also I could do is saving the coin Flame Strike until I get to the point where I can just cast Flame Strike, as they have big board elemental as well. This one, I kind of need it for this guy. Right, we can use Shadow of Madness to deal with two of them. Do I just want a button here? Yeah, I think I do. I have Coin Flame Strike if they do the same thing next turn.
Nice to meet you.
Cool. Disgusting. Don't have something to do on the 8. Coin Flame leaves an 8/3 up, but it probably leaves me dying because I won't have anything to do on 7. I'm currently taking 13, 16, 18, which is basically lethal. What would be better for me? I guess the best result is Headless... No, I couldn't even play it. No, I could play Headless Horseman if I send the Snake Oil back into the deck, but then I can't Coin Flame Strike. The other good thing would be Fistful of Corpses.
Rule is eternal.
I think I lose if I Flame Strike. That's a pretty decent result as well. I think this is a clear.
That feels good.
Pressure
Good. I regain tempo. I keep a 2-2 at the end of this turn. Just stay in there. I really need to eat the 8-8 with the Primus now. That's the biggest minion in their deck.
Hang on! It's a rocky ride!
Wait. Oh no, that's fine. Sorry, I thought it was something else. Flame Geyser Maw is not awful here either. Did I say Flame Geyser? Down with the ship is pretty good with Maw. And then obviously discover a card last. We're probably going to need Lifesteal. Lamplighter is the next scary thing, which is why I need to be like above... Ideally above 15 health. Cool. That's a great result for me. Ooh, not as good as this result, though. Alright, now we can start playing a game Elemental Mage. I think now is the time that we can have a good game of Hearthstone. Now that I'm back at 26 health with 9 mana crystals, that feels good. It's kind of the issue of the Mage deck for Elementals versus the Shaman one. I don't have to worry about the Legendary, because they don't have it. This is probably as good as the Fizzle I could hope for.
The citadel stands strong.
Do I want both the Death Strikes? Yeah, probably.
Everybody, pose for the camera!
Oh, yes!
Okay. One more game. At the very least, we're going positive with this. I think there is something here about this deck being a pretty good answer to a lot of the other good decks out there. Unfortunately, I've not got to test it against Big Spell Mage too much.
The Lich King!
And we're not going to, it turns out. All the Big Spell Mage plays apparently showed up at about 2 PM BST. Or GMT if we get a bit older, like I am. That is a horrible hand. Oh, actually, I'm against a warrior, it's fine. Coin Totem Warrior, you know you want to. Let me generate a corpse for Hematurge. Almost every warrior matchup is a control matchup, which means that I need to generate more value than my opponent. And if it's Odin Warrior, which I think it might be, we're gonna need some big boys to protect us.
My blood for the Lich King!
And possibly need to put some pressure onto my opponent. So I'll take a minion here.
One dose solves any problem.
The other thing is, if it's the Odin deck, they want to draw through most of their deck, in which case Helya is a pretty good answer, so drawing Helya as quickly as possible is probably another good win condition. Or discovering it. Alright, it's the Odin deck. I'm pretty content to play some stuff as well right now, because they have Marin, so I'm going to need a fairly empty hand.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
If I do this, I haven't got a good trade anymore, or at least a good play. That's fine. That's a better play.
Great harvest, eh,
So Execute would clear the 2/8. Bladestorm doesn't right now. Oh, Shield Slam. Okay. Is Sanitize incoming now?
Any problem?
That is fine. Okay.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
We're about to have a question here of, do I fizzle before the wand or after? And I think I fizzle afterwards, because I don't think I want to draw another 3 cards. Hello. That's not what I expected. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yogg would be pretty funny here.
My blood for the leech.
Alright, I should kill it.
Can't this thing dance?
3, 6. I shouldn't play this. Did I just lose? Oh, Hematurge died. Okay. Wow, this is really old school, Control Warrior. I say old school, from like a year ago. Wow. We probably want this while Zilliax is in hand.
I can't dance any faster.
Fizzle, I don't want to copy this with.
The citadel stands strong.
That I do want to copy with Fizzle. Okay. This is fine. And it didn't really matter on the right card. I think it's an okay copy, but... if I don't get the card, you know, who cares? More corpses for the Corpse Lord. Alright, that's slightly frightening, because it's probably the Wind Fury weapon incoming. Which probably means I need to always have Taunt up now. That being said, I'm going to ignore it for now. Well, you know what? Cho'Gall is Taunt. I could do the great copy of Replicator and Ator into Soulstealer, which doesn't work because I've buffed it. Cho'Gall is the right play. I think if I was going to make some other minor tweaks to this deck, I think I would put ETC with Tony and Viper in the ETC. Oh my god, it's Highlander. Okay. Which actually means I do need to do some Plague stuff because I will lose eventually. Go get him, Cho'Gall. That makes sense why they're running such like old school control cards, because they're not really a control deck. Well, they are a control deck, but they're Highlander control. On the positive side, this does mean that it's probably not Odin that I have to be worried about. It's not you either, Helya. It's the other guy. Boom Boss and Bran is what I need to be worried about. Do I just let him hit me for 10 more damage? Do I actually care? You know what? I don't think I do. Just on the off chance, because the Highland deck sometimes runs Dirty Rat. I really don't want that to be ratted. What have we got on this, by the way? 6 Battlecry Wind Fury. Okay.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Ooh, actually pretty good for me. Being able to play Zilliax plus Button is nice.
I ain't talking.
And I'm glad I played around the rats. What did I tell you? Rats everywhere. Dirty, filthy, stinking rats everywhere. Okay, what's the biggest punish I can do here to my opponent? Five corpses, 3 trade into there. I push the button, the 4th trades into there. I swing into the face. I think it's probably the most annoying thing I can do to the opponent. Keep the Divine Shield up for now. And I don't need to play the Amulet right now. I'm not in a rush. Interesting choice. Rather than using this to pop the Divine Shield, they must have some other thing going on. They do. So, they almost certainly got whatchamacallit. Boom. But I can't really play around that. I can't steal both of them. Unless Yogg has other ideas. I guess we'll see if Yogg has other ideas. Also, turns out I should have played this on the last turn. No, I shouldn't do. I should save it with Tollins now. Yes. I could just Soulstealer this as well. Because they don't seem to be running the Excavate package.
Ooh,
to burn on this turn.
I'll use Yogg. I have another one anyway, I think. Do I have another Yogg? Actually, maybe I don't. This might be a stupid play. Don't kill mine, please. That's a great result. I'll take it. Well done, Yogg. Good idea this time. So they do get one in the death pool, so I can't, do anything about that. My opponent insists on drawing more and more cards, which is also pretty good. How many plagues are in that deck? It's like the one good thing I like about Firestone. There are 5 plagues in my opponent's deck. Just be able to see that how many plagues are in there. I wonder if this is Tony. Would be pretty funny if it was. Come on, good roll. Alright, we need the monkey.
Confounding! Astounding!
Hey, a monkey. Okay, we can make this work. I would like to play the Primus, but I don't have to.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Alright, that's good enough for the Primus. I'll eat it. Don't draw the snapshot. That's all I ask now. Thank you. That's a great draw.
The runes decide your fate.
Three, 6, 8. Nom nom nom. I think a Plague Death Knight card might be better than a random legendary, by the way, in case you're just wondering of the ordering there. Okay. Okay. I've drawn 2 of the Highlander rewards, which is not great. No undeads, I think, in hand.
And they will
I guess Ripper. 3 damage. Well, 6 damage, sorry, for 3. Yogg, kill him.
Hope is an illusion.
Doesn't work.
Unholy, symbol of death.
Wow, turns out I should have grabbed threads. Really, I drew the snake oil after all of this. Alright, I've got threads back, we're fine. I say we're fine though, it's still not great.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Has to be this order.
Short. I Death is a symptom of life.
Oh, that's Fistful, I'm done. I thought it was threads. I'm actually more scared about Yogg than the Titan. 715 is fine. I can put up a wall with that eventually. Then making my minions attack one another to do some more damage is actually pretty annoying. Or potentially them just filling their hands with the double battle cry stuff when they get to that situation. Also pretty annoying. Nice, Plagues. Keep interrupting these 0 costs. Perfect. I'm not actually sure they got a discount. Okay, we have to deal with Bran now.
Frost, mark of the bitter.
Wow. I didn't even consider that being the deck. Play reasonable. Kind of insane, no?
Magic mind.
He's killing it!
Right, there's 7 plagues in the opponent's deck. There's only 11 cards. I just need to live for like 2 turns. Right?
There's always room for dessert.
My deck is garbage. Enjoy it.
Put your faith in the light.
Plagues, get him.
That feels good.
It can't OTK them this turn because there's not enough damage in the deck. I would have liked it to put him below 14, though. Actually, no, I can hit him with the button. This is fine.
They're alive.
No! That's actually a good outcome. That's not. So close. Unironically, we just got screwed on the legendaries. Hitting the one bad card with Tollins there kind of brutalized me. And then when I monkeyed, I just got so many like dead legendaries. You know, like 6 mana, 6/6 and stuff. Pretty brutal. Alright, YouTube, that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everyone else, mate. I'll see you next time. Bye.